Good morning, guys. Waking up to a okay little pudgy belly. We're 3 months. Every morning it's small, but when I eat a little bit, I don't see any difference. I'm still like the same weight I was last week, 2 weeks ago. So that's why it's so strange. Like, am I pregnant? I know I see it on the ultrasound, but I don't feel it, and I'm not hungry, and it's like, I don't know. So until I see it, then I'll believe it. It's weird to say, but it's one of those like things where I have to see hard facts in order to like really, get on board. Anyways, I'm going to the hospital right now to get my baby checked again once more. This is another test that they're gonna do on me, so I'm gonna be late, so I gotta get going like right now. Let go. Here I am. Very strange, lonely place. I think my room is down here. Okay, found the room 3A. Very interesting. So lonely. Says I have to drink more water in order to get my belly checked. About 4 of these. So, baby pooper scooper is not cooperating today, so I have to come back tomorrow. This is the NIT test. It's supposed to find out if my baby's brain has any issues, and it's basically not laying still straight.
Now, there are a few chromosomes that seem to have this problem more often. These are Down syndrome, where there's an extra copy of the 21st chromosome. So it's also called trisomy 21. Trisomy 18, which has an extra copy of the 18th chromosome. And trisomy 13, which has an extra copy of the 13th
How are you gonna fall asleep while studying?
Trisomy 18 and 13 in a minute.
I'm trying my best. Jeez, I'm trying to learn. I'm so tired. You know, I came back from the doctor's office today, and that doctor made me drink 4 cups of milk and made me hold my pee so that I could get the baby into the right position so he can get a good viewing of my baby's brain to catch if there's any problems in the ultrasound. And I was on my way home, sent home because he couldn't find anything, with a full bladder. I went to the restroom before I called an Uber, but I was in the Uber and it took like 10 minutes to get home. So when I got home, it took me 3 hours. 3 hours to give birth to pee. It wouldn't come out. So don't hold your pee. It was like that feeling where you're like, you gotta pee so bad, and it's like the max feeling. And then when I finally got on the toilet, it would not come out. And I sat there with that feeling for 3 hours on the toilet. Then I finally got something out slowly. It was a slow flow. They told me to come back tomorrow, but I'm reconsidering it because I feel like I already have the NIPT test. Why should I do this NIT test? I don't know.
Did you tell him you did?
No.
NIPT, I thought was better.
It is, but you wanted me to do this, and
They scheduled this.
so I finally got up. Today has been just bed rest. I had this problem in my bladder area, and it just felt like really weird in there, so I just didn't want to go anywhere. Brian asked me to go to work with him, but I was like, no, I gotta stay home and really like flush this out. It was a slow flow all day, and finally it's starting to do a fast flow, but it still feels like that tingly feeling that's just extreme. So that's not normal for me unless I really, really have to pee. And that feeling is just there permanently now. So hopefully I didn't break any nerves in that area, because that would be really bad. Anyways, finally got up. I'm feeling a little bit better. It's almost midnight right now, so I kind of rested up all day and getting up right now, so I'm probably gonna pull an all-nighter. So this past weekend, it seems like my brother moved out. Apparently, he had no idea that I was upset with him. He just thought everything was normal. I'm just a little pissy here and there, and he really did not understand why I was mad. And my sister Lynn, when she went back to my other house, she talked to him, and she's like, Min is mad. I don't understand why you would think she's, okay with everything. So my sister told him why I was mad, but I don't think she really explained to him exactly why. So in his mind this whole time, even after watching my vlogs and my rants, he honestly thinks that I'm mad because he has a girlfriend, and he doesn't think that's right because he should live his life, and that I'm just like upset that he doesn't pay rent and I'm all about money. And to me it was like, oh my god, you really did not understand the concept of the situation and why I'm upset. This whole time I don't charge my brother rent at all. Like, he doesn't pay rent at all, and his phone bills, everything is just really like to help him to assist him a little bit. And so I don't ask for it because I'm hoping that he would just, focus on his career and his, future. Before he came to California, he was in Atlanta, and then he got his own place. He rented out for $600, and then he decided to move here to California and asked me if he could stay, and I said sure. But when he was staying at my place, he wasn't staying in Atlanta, but he was still paying rent $600 in Atlanta. So I was thinking to myself, that rent, $600, could easily be yours. You could keep it to invest in your future. You're staying at my place, like, basically rent free. So why are you paying some random person all the way in Atlanta $600? You're not even there. You could have saved like so much money to do something with it instead of just throwing away to some place that you're not staying. And then he's like, yeah, that makes sense. So then he finally got rid of the other place in Atlanta and then started to save $600 every single month. But then I assumed that things were kind of progressing well, and then he started to talk to some girls on the internet. DMs, a few girls here and there. And I'm like, okay, he's just messing around. He needs some, social life. But then when he started to date, I felt like, okay, it's your life and it's your thing, but at the same time, it's affecting me, and I can't believe you can't see how that would tie into each other. I guess like some people don't understand the concept, but let me explain it in this way. For example, when I go to a show, I agree on a certain price. I say, this is my price, and the promoter says, yes, okay, I agree, that's good, let's just do the show. So when I go do the show and I perform and I do my job, the promoter at the end of the show would pay me, but at the end of the show he would say, oh, Anmin, today's show was not really well, we didn't make as much money, we didn't sell as much tickets, not as much booze, we're losing a lot of money, and yeah, it's just been a really bad day. Is there any way you can help us out and like give us a discount on the spot? And I'm like, okay, sure, I feel bad. I can see that the show didn't do so well. Maybe it's bad weather, etc. I don't know what it is, but it didn't do well. So then I'll be like, okay, I'll give you a discount from my pay. And then the promoter is like, oh yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you giving it back to us. And I can't thank you enough. And then right after that, a group of his friends that came to the show came by to say hello. And the promoter just says, hey, just hang out and chill. I got some money. Booze is all on me. We're going to party all night. And he asks me if I want to join the party too. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, I just gave you a discount and you just went off and threw it away to, your group of friends that you're going to cover for booze all night and party all night long. And that concept to me is like disrespectful, because it's like, I kind of helped you, but then, you went off and did something like that. And this whole situation was basically not about the girl or not about the money. It was really about getting your life together. Anyways, he moved out. I mean, this is not the first time. This is probably like the millionth time. And I'm like, okay, whatever you do, you just do whatever you want to do. It doesn't affect anything. It doesn't change how I feel. I mean, he just goes, emotional up and down on this roller coaster all the time. So I'm not really like surprised. I just wished him luck, and hopefully he gets his life together, because time is running out. I just don't know what else to say. I guess at this point he still doesn't understand, and that's just, maybe people say it's a men thing, but come on now, seriously, how could you not really understand why I would be upset? It just boggles my mind. And my husband, Brian, always says like, well, you gave him the money and you gave him that, so he can do whatever he wants with his money. But I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you can do whatever you want with your money, but then it somehow hurts me in a way. Like, for example, I know a lot of people who are on welfare, they're on government assistance, and the government gives them money, but they always send somebody to check on you to see what the heck are you doing with your money. Is your house like okay? Are you buying a nice car? And I know a lot of people, whenever the government comes and check them, they always change their clothes. They always like hide their purses, like their Chanel purses and Louis Vuitton purses, their cars, like their house. They refuse to move into a bigger house because they want that extra money from government. And even my own family, I know some people, my aunts and uncles in my own family does this. So it's like government gives you money, but they still send people to, you know, to check and see what you do with your money, because it's like they want to make sure that it's going in the right areas. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I see it. It's like I help you out, but I kind of expect you to do better, not to just like burn it. And this to me feels like burning. It's frustrating for me, that's all. Anyways, I'm staying very cordial and I'm being very nice. I'm trying to like not make a big deal about it whenever he's around and just trying to like let it go. So try my best and we'll see what happens in the future. So right now I'm waiting for my food. I just ordered some food from Jack in the Box. Breakfast food like eggs and sausage, etc. to get something in my belly. I haven't really eaten all day. I was afraid to drink all day because of the peeing issue. It's just, you know, anyway. So yeah, waiting on that. Here's my food. This is a breakfast platter and we got some cheeseburger and spicy nacho chicken. And I ordered curly fries, but they gave me regular ones, so bummer. Bon appetit.